busy, and we're starting with an eel.
We are, yes. We can see the Eddie Jones NRL hit list. Well, I don't know if Wanga Blake is necessarily on that hit list, but he has been offered to Eddie Jones and Rugby Union. There's been a lot of talk about his future at Parramatta, and Parramatta looking for X-factor players, and Clint Gutherson being moved to the centres because the centres aren't strong. Well, it appears that maybe Wanga Blake's reading that information, and there's been a reach out by his management to Eddie Jones. Look, I don't know whether he'll be a player that necessarily Eddie would go for, but I did have a chat to him today, and in an ideal world, now this is not necessarily going to happen, but in an ideal world, his three biggest targets, obviously Cam Murray. He loves Cameron Murray, but he said he wouldn't disrespect Cameron Murray enough to try and get him out of a contract or try and to entice him to break a contract. But he's his favourite player in rugby league. Second favourite, Nathan Cleary. Obviously, he'd be a great 10. Fantastic. Again, he's long term. But Nathan did say on 9 News the other night that he has a bit of an interest in rugby, and he grew up admiring Dan Carter in New Zealand.
You get 3 points for one of those.
Oh, beautiful.
In Rugby Union.
So he'll get plenty. Now, the one that the top dog might not like, Matt Burton. He thinks he'd be an absolute smash hit in Rugby Union, but I think Gus wouldn't watch him play rugby, and Gus has got him tied up long term for a while. So those are the players he reckons.
That's Eddie's hit list.
They're the players he likes the best in rugby, the most in rugby league. No Big Nelson on that list.
Nelson's a Kiwi.
Oh, yeah.
He can't play for his team.
He'd play for Australia.
Nelson.
Money's right.
You're going to be able to somehow change his nationality.
Apparently.
Come on. I'll tell you it'd be hard for Nathan Cleary. And Gus, you'd know him well. Like he's won 2 premierships at 23, 24 years of age. I suppose he would be the one that I suppose down the track you'd think, well, maybe if the money was right, he would go. The other two I still think got too much to do in the game.
Are you blokes on drugs?
I'm just saying, from Nathan Cleary's point of view, he's played for Australia, he's won Origin, he's won 2 grand finals. Like, it could be an option. Something like that happened.
You blokes are on drugs. You brought it up.
I'm just telling you.
Scuttlebutt.